In this video, I'm going to be showing you how the Not-A-Flamethrower gun in the armed game mode of Hypixel Bedwars is the most broken gun you will ever encounter, capable of melting people before they even know what's happening. It is by far the most broken weapon in the entire game. Round 1 begins pretty normally with me buying my tools and iron armor because I just magically had enough gold to do that. And then I head out and start bridging towards diamonds. Once I get there, I grab said diamonds and then wait the 10 seconds for the fourth one to spawn. Once that spawns, I grab it and run back to base, where I can then buy the next forge upgrade. This is extremely important for the Not-A-Flamethrower rush because you need 12 gold to buy the Not-A-Flamethrower, and gold is really hard to come by if you don't have a better forge. So the start of the game is generally just a diamond grab. Now, that doesn't stop me from going and killing the other teams, so I decide to go and attack red whilst the diamonds decide to stack up, and then I wait on top of the base for a really long time, waiting for the perfect moment to jump in and attack the bed. Eventually, that moment arrives, and I go in, kill one of the reds, and break the bed. Once I finish with that, I quickly run into the base and kill the one red again, as well as his teammate. Now, I don't normally like to kill AFK players, but sometimes you just gotta send them to the next round. After breaking red's bed, I then go to middle with hopes to grab some emeralds, but then there just wasn't any emeralds in the generators, so I decided to go and attack blue. I end up making a bridge to blue, but the attack doesn't go very well. I get in there, I block myself in, but then fail the last block, and so I just get cooked right outside the bed. Also, if we go back there, he took 0 knockback. Like, what is that? But it ends up being okay because my teammate is able to get in there, jump in, kill the fellow, and then break the bed. I then respawn back at base, buy myself some basic tools, see that we have a lot of emeralds in the chest, so I decide, it might be funny to buy myself a shotgun. I know it's not a flamethrower, but shotguns are kind of funny anyway, and really powerful, and then I run off to blue's base, whose bed has just been destroyed, and try and use it. This is where I find out I'm really, really bad with the shotgun. I kinda hide here for a minute, waiting for him to come out so that I can be close enough range to use the shotgun. And then when he finally is, I kinda pull it out, and then head out, boom, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. And I get knocked off into the void, losing my 1 emerald shotgun. And I'm like, well, that was a waste of an emerald. Now knowing that it's a really bad idea for me to use shotguns, I decide to use the better weapons. More better, good grammar. I buy myself a Not-A-Flamethrower, chuck all the stuff in the resource chest, and run off to green. This is where I'd say that, this is the most powerful gun, and it definitely is, but I used it so badly here. I just kind of ran in and got myself killed. Not the way to use it. So now I'm sitting here in the resource area and being like, well, that was a waste of 12 gold. Let's do it again. So I buy myself another, run off to green, and proceed to literally cook one of the greens. After that, I throw a fireball trying to kill another one of them, but fail, and then I decide to headlong rush into their base again, where they then proceed to pull out a magnum, far outranging me and making me pull back. But not for long, because my teammate shows up, shoots them off the bridge, and then I quickly run over afterwards and get on top of their base, where I then proceed to make life completely miserable for the greens, cooking them from atop their base. This goes on for a while, me just standing on top of their base, killing them before they can come out, until one of them pulls out their own Not-A-Flamethrower, and I realize I have no golden apples. So I'm left there just to die because I can't escape. So I'm like, alright, well, whatever. I then get sent back to base, and what do? I bet you can't guess. I buy myself another Not-A-Flamethrower. I mean, like, come on, who do you think I am? Now armed again with the most powerful gun ever, I rush off to green yet again, and have the longest freaking standoff ever. This went on for so long. I tower up, they fireball, I tower up, they fireball, they shoot. It's just... I eat my golden apple, we continue, my teammate shows up, they join me, and it's just this standoff. All the way up until I decide to go down and use my Not-A-Flamethrower and die. So we're going to completely ignore that whole thing happened, and we're just going to cut to the next bit. Now armed with pop-up towers, I feel like I can actually make some serious advances on green's base. So I place one down, place another down, just go through because I don't actually want to go up because that leads me to be able to be shot. I eat my second golden apple and run out and then place the next one. Now we gained like 10 blocks on our way to green's base. Break this next block and get fireballed and die. But I'm pretty sure that that's the strategy. So, using those pop-up towers I just placed as well as a rifle, me and my teammate go against green's base and start killing them. I realize I have no blocks, and that was super funny. We go underneath and have a standoff with green. We kill another one, jump through, I go around, and then they pull out a Not-A-Flamethrower and a rifle, and I completely die. Now knowing that there's a complete path to green that you don't need any blocks for, I buy myself an invisibility potion, as well as a Not-A-Flamethrower, and dash around to green's base, where I drink my invisibility potion, and have the most nerve-wracking waddle on over to green's base. I do use blocks. Why would I do that? Okay, anyway, I use blocks, jump down, take some damage so they know I'm here, but I walk right past them. I don't dash because that would make particles. I walk around to the front of the bed, use my tools, and break the bed. I then pull out my Not-A-Flamethrower and completely melt this first guy. I then go to their forge, loot it, stick the stuff in my chest, see that they have someone on their sentry tower, and head up. Realize I'm facing the wrong way, but then turn around and quickly melt that guy too. He also had a Not-A-Flamethrower, and between these two people collectively, I've taken 4 hearts of damage. That just shows you how incredibly powerful this Not-A-Flamethrower is. Now with only 1 green remaining, the rest of the game is just cleanup. So we know where he is, so I quickly rush over there with my Not-A-Flamethrower. My teammate buys invisibility and jump boost, and then we attack him at the same time, killing him instantly. Like, there was no chance for this guy. This gun is just way, way too broken. On to round 2. It starts out in the generators, like every single other round. I buy myself some tools, and then head out to our diamonds with yellow. I then grab the diamonds there, and then head back to base and throw them in the chest, because I didn't have enough blocks to go attack yellow. Also, it looked like blue was being aggressive, so after I drop off the diamonds, I head over to blue's base, and help my teammate kill them. This attack never should have worked nearly as well as it did. We ended up killing 4 of them before they killed us. They did kill us, but like we almost broke their bed. And that was super funny. Like the incredible strategist I am, I quickly run over to blue's base and break their bed while under fire. What? There was like literally 2 of them right there. Like the one had just placed the block. Anyway, then we quickly go and mop them up, killing all of them. And there we go. That's blue. They're out. GG's. I then make myself a bridge from blue's base off to the middle, where I proceed to go off to red's base and get myself killed. I also like broke the bed while I was there, but you know, I died. That's what's really important. So then I respawn, I grab resources, buy myself a Not-A-Flamethrower, head off to Yellow's base, and, well, because they're the last ones with the bed, so we might as well go finish them off real quick. Grab the diamonds, decide that actually it is a good idea to take them back to the base, buy Deadshot, some more wool, and then we head off to attack Yellow. My teammate is ahead of me, but I make the bridge. I start speed bridging over. We start getting shot at, and so that makes me panic just a little bit. But then, really, we kind of make it off, and I get mining fatigue, and anyway, attack doesn't go very well. We start breaking the bed, but die. When has death ever stopped anybody? We quickly go, re-grab some resources. I buy myself another Not-A-Flamethrower. Man, I'm addicted to these things. As well as a TNT. And then we head off and go to Yellow's bed. We start getting shot at, but I place the TNT, start breaking it from the other side, and then get mowed down. This doesn't stop our teammate, though, from swooping in right after us and breaking the bed, leaving us with a bed, red without a bed and 3 players, and yellow without a bed and 3 players. So what do? What do you think I do? I buy a Not-A-Flamethrower, I quickly come in between a fight of red and yellow, and I kill both the remaining yellows with the most overpowered gun ever. Obviously. Anyway, and I think to myself, whilst I'm on this kill streak, I might as well head off to red. Also, I picked up a magnum from one of the dead yellow's ender chests, so I now got to use that against this red fellow. We totally sneak up on him, kill him, and then the last guy, it was so sad. We walk up to him, there's 3 of us, 1 of him, we have flamethrowers, it was just so cooked for him. GG's, this is the most overpowered gun ever. Whenever armed comes around, make sure you invest in this. And I hope you have a good time in your next rounds. Bye.